Candidates have been campaigning on issues they believe matter to their constituents, hoping to drive them to the polls. And tools that aggregate public data can play a big role in helping campaigns target voters. CNET senior producer Dan Patterson joins us now to explain. All right, so Dan, how are campaigns using big data tools to micro-target voters?
Yeah, so when we say big data, we mean really big data. One of these tools called L2 Political, there's over 180 million voter records. Now, it's important to understand that this is opt-in data, so it's information you have shared intentionally in one way or another, and they're using this information to target those direct mail, the robocall phone calls, the door knocker canvassers who come out and ask you how you feel about candidates, and for social media advertising. This is really important when we think about GOTV, that's get out the vote. It's really important for campaigns to have a good understanding of what the electorate is, and big data is helping that.
So what publicly available information are they using to build these targeting tools?
Well, there is census information, which we all provide every 10 years. There's definitely your voter registration file, which is a pretty finely detailed file. It has your voting history going back to when you were first registered to vote. There's also third-party data, and some of that data is collected, aggregated, organized, and then sold about you. But again, let's remember that this isn't like a Cambridge Analytica situation. This is data that you have elected to share.
So what does the future of big data in political campaigns look like? Because I imagine there's some folks out there that are going to feel a little bit uncomfortable with this kind of micro-targeting effort.
Yeah, so it's important to remember that a lot of micro-targeting was maybe not quite so micro, but going back to the mid-'80s with the advent of direct mail, and your voter registration file has been used for decades. Now, this technology uses what's called haystack DNA, and that allows campaigns, anybody using an application like this, to sift and sort through these massive piles of data very, very quickly, and to create queries that kind of match what they're looking for. The future of big data in politics looks a lot like automation. And when I say automation, I mean artificial intelligence. You and I can only operate at the speed of our puny little human brains. Mine doesn't work that fast.
Nor does mine.
But automation will allow not just queries to happen very quickly, but inferences to happen very quickly. So when we look at all of the information that you may be interested in, whether that's a border wall, whether that is immigration, gun control, the real hot button political issues, automation will help campaigns really create different types of voter pools so that they can finally craft messages for them.
All right, Dan Patterson. Dan, thank you so much.
Good to see you.